One and done. All right, so we're going to wrap up on that. Again, we are now less than 200 left in that spiny oyster piece. I just think it really becomes a signature piece for you. That's what it is. It's a signature piece and a signature look. All right, so we're going to move on, and now we're going to talk about some other great pieces, including these awesome, awesome earrings. I think these are super unique, and yes, it is another this day only. So what does that mean? It is like a mini today's special. The price is good for this hour only. So we only have about 50 minutes to go before we launch a brand new Today's Special coming up at midnight. It's just one of those awesome, awesome buys that you can get. And of course, it's a 4-stone turquoise drop earring, and we have 5 flex. And please remember, the 5 flex that you're seeing on all the pieces from Jay comes to a rapid close. If you want to take advantage of that, it's all major credit cards and PayPal, and you're in. It's really easy to use. All right, Jay, I love these. I love this really unique design.
You know, this is kind of different. And again, you know, one of the main stone that we specialize, my first stone is turquoise. It's my first love. It still is my love. I literally go all over the world looking for turquoise. When I first started designing, I first started manufacturing jewelry, I dealt with over 27 American mines, over 27.
Okay. Wow.
Today, of the 27 that I dealt with at that time, there's one of them still operational, one, okay? But we go to Mexico, we go to South America, China, but even the material in China had a lot of turquoise material. Now that's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like on the, you're not seeing a lot of material anymore. Mongolia, they're developing now a lot of areas up there. There's a huge amount of copper in Mongolia. There's a lot of mining. And in most cases, okay, not all cases, but in most cases when they go after turquoise, they're usually mining something else, right? They're mining iron, they're mining copper. Those are the two big things where we find turquoise. It's very rare that you actually find it where they're just mining the turquoise. We do have that, but it's kind of, it's usually a rarity because you know, for turquoise, you have to move a lot of earth, a lot of dirt. So, you know, they usually have to be moving some kind of metal, looking for a metal. In this case, this comes out of a copper mine. There's a copper mine, and they call it 7 Peaks. We named it 7 Peaks because in the area, if you go, you wouldn't have to really be a genius to figure out why. Because if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.